What was happening? Why did you come into the hospital? Were there some problems?
Mm-hmm.
What were some of those problems?
I was having some problems believing in myself.
I'm sorry?
Believing.
Believing in yourself? In what way?
Mm. You know, I was depressed and
Can you tell me something more about that?
I wasn't working.
Had you been working? Was that a change?
Well, I graduated from college. I didn't know what I was going to do with my life.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Colorado.
How much time did you spend in Colorado?
7 months.
Were you working in Colorado?
Mm-hmm. I was a waitress, but I quit.
Why did you quit?
And why did I quit the job?
Mm-hmm.
Because I decided to go see my boyfriend.
Where was he?
He was here in Indiana.
Did you move in with him?
Yeah.
How has that been?
Not very good.
You said before that you're living by yourself now. Did you move out?
Yeah.
When did you decide to do that?
About a week ago.
Did some major event affect that decision?
And there's always something major surrounding any decision, isn't there?
Well, was everything going smoothly before you moved out?
I don't think it was going real smooth. I don't think I really tried hard enough at making the relationship work.
But you felt everything was okay when you first moved out? Was your mood depressed then?
I don't know, I guess I was depressed.
When would you say things in your life changed, that you noticed a difference in your mood?
Difference in my mood?
Mm-hmm.
My moods always change, don't yours?
Yours always change?
Yeah.
How do you feel now? Is it like you might feel if someone close to you died?
No.
How is it different?
Just is.
How?
When my grandmother died, I just felt sad. Now I feel useless and ashamed.
Is there a time during the day when that feeling is worse than other times?
When I wake up, lying there in my bed, sometimes I just can't bear it.
After you moved out of your boyfriend's place, did you find a place of your own or move in with friends?
I moved in with a friend.
Are you trying to find a place?
Not really.
How do you see your future?
I'd like to.
Like to find a place?
Mm-hmm.
How do you see your situation? Do you see things getting better?
Mm. No.
How have you been spending your time lately? What do you enjoy doing?
Nothing really.
How would you say your energy level has been?
Down.
Have you been eating?
In the past month?
Mm-hmm.
Not really.
Have you had much of an appetite? Have you been hungry?
No.
How has your sleep been? Have you been sleeping?
Not really.
Do you worry very much?
Yeah, a lot, I guess.
What kinds of things do you worry about?
Oh. Just normal things.
Do you blame yourself for something you've done or something you haven't done?
Yeah.
What things do you blame yourself for?
Oh. For not always doing the right thing, you know.
Are you down on yourself?
Yes.
Would you describe yourself as worthless, as a failure?
Could say that.
Is that how you feel?
Mm-hmm.
Why did you decide to come to the clinic?
My husband talked me into coming. I just don't seem to care about things anymore, and I was withdrawing.
In what ways have you been withdrawing?
Oh, avoiding making decisions, and not talking on the phone, not leaving the house.
When did things begin to turn for the worse?
They had been going downhill for quite a while. But in the last 3 or 4 months is when I really started isolating myself. Before that, I fought it. Then I just didn't fight anymore. I was more comfortable staying at home.
When would you say everything was at its worst?
Well, just before Thanksgiving.
Had there been any changes in your life around that time?
My position in the church, I guess.
Can you explain that to me?
Well, there was this incident in the church. They had a ball team. And my daughter was on the ball team. And she threw the bat. And the ump said she was out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the coach and the ump and her father were all over her. And they had made Amy so angry that she yelled, "I hate you, ump." And then some of the other girls on the team said they didn't want her anymore. Well, I stood up in church one Sunday night and I said that if Amy wouldn't come back to church, it was because of that episode. And I blamed the girls who yelled at her. And the girls were the preacher's daughters. Ever since then, I've withdrawn from that. And the kids never came back and said anything to Amy. And everything's just a mess.
How would you describe your mood around Thanksgiving?
No mood at all. Just nothing.
Would you describe that as being numb?
Possibly. Just existing. I do that quite well now.
Do you blame yourself for things you have or haven't done?
I think we all do. Yes.
Do you feel guilty about those things?
Yes.
Do you deserve punishment?
I don't quite know how to answer that. Whether I deserve punishment or not, I think I got it.
Are you down on yourself?
Yes.
What is your opinion of yourself?
I'm like a wallflower. That's how I kind of feel.
Do you see your situation getting any better?
I want it to. But I just see my family moving ahead without me. And I'm just a wallflower in the corner.
Sometimes when people feel depressed, they think about dying. Have you had any thoughts like that?
Well, sometimes I thought I'd be better off dead.
Have you tried to harm yourself?
No, I'd be too afraid to hurt myself. And I wouldn't want to make things any worse than they already are.
You had any trouble sleeping?
No, not usually.
Are you tired much of the time?
Not particularly. Just
Has-
bored.
Has there been any change in your appetite?
No.
Have you had trouble concentrating?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you sometimes feel as though your thinking is slowed down?
I've gotten to the point where I don't even think. I'm just sitting there.